Richard McCook, 10 questions. Let's go. Number 1, do you struggle with new ideas for videos? Not anymore. I basically sort of changed my channel into being something that I let the ideas come to me. Like, basically, like, if at a certain point I realize I got something I think is interesting, that I've maybe learned, that I think is maybe not widely known, then I'll sort of like get the urge to make a video about it. And like, lately that's been something like once a month, and I'm totally happy with that. The earlier iteration of the channel, I was starting to struggle with ideas. But like I say, not anymore, just because I just handle it differently. I don't really have any pressure to make videos ever. I could, with every video I make, that could be the last one I ever make. You know, I don't really worry about it. I'm not really, yeah, my attitude has changed about the channel. Number 2, would you purchase subscribers? No. I wouldn't see the point of that. 3, do you like to mention what you paid for records? Just if it's relevant, I think. Sometimes it's just relevant to what I'm talking about, and but otherwise not. So I think I'd have to go and look. But I think I don't really generally bring that up. But probably sometimes I'm talking about the money aspect of this, and I do say it then because it's relevant. 4, are there genres you don't like and would never show? Yeah, so I feel like my tastes are generally fairly eclectic. I think I like a lot of different stuff. There's still a couple of things that I just remain stubborn about to this day. Jam bands, I just am not open to jam bands. It's just culturally a bridge too far for me. Yeah, I'm just not a hippie. I'm a punk. That's really so. Jam bands and reggae is just very similar to me, and it could be my loss, right? I'm sure there's great music out there. There's reggae influenced stuff that I like. There's all kinds of music that use improv that I like I don't know, Sonic Youth and certain jazz and stuff like that. So like there's elements of both of those genres that are in stuff that I like. I like The Clash, I like Fugazi, both reggae influenced. But jam bands and reggae, sorry, just bridge too far for me. Just a second. Okay, number 5, when watching other people's videos, do you fast forward to records to find records you like? Sometimes, I think I've done that before. But as I said many times, I'm not a big viewer. I don't watch a lot of stuff. It's gotten less and less over time. But I've done that once or twice, sure. Number 6, thoughts on shorts. I don't think about shorts is my thoughts on shorts. 7, do you use community tab for polls, etc.? I don't think I've ever done a poll. I've used the community tab a handful of times to make a post. Just when something pops up that I think is interesting, that I kind of feel like getting out there, I've used it for that. Where it just didn't seem video worthy, but it's something I wanted to say and get out there. I've done that a handful of times. Number 8, anything about your videos that you don't like? Plenty. I don't like that how often I say I don't like that there you go. I'd like to, I'm kind of curious about editing, but I don't have any editing software. I had this old MacBook that had whatever it's called, iMovie on it, but it crashes every time. Like it's unusable. And finally that computer died, and I got a different one that doesn't have any software on it. So like, I am curious about editing, but I can't imagine spending money to get any software. So, you know, I think it'd be fun to come up with some stuff with editing, but so those are the main things that come to mind I don't like about my own. Number 9, anything about others' videos that you don't like? I don't know. I don't really like other people's videos. Let me just know this. Of course, there's other people's videos that I like, but sometimes I do scroll through subscriptions, and I'm just like, oh my god, there's just not a lot of stuff out there that I like. Maybe I'm just old and closed-minded. I don't know. Number 10, if you stopped, would you shut down completely? So I did this kind of like soft shutdown many months ago, where it came to a point where I realized I didn't want to continue the channel as it was. So I made an announcement at the end of a video. I tried to be as non-dramatic about it as possible, but I just kind of wanted to explain that I'm not going to keep doing this the way that I always had been doing it. So sure, I said something. It just seemed like a respectful thing to do. I have taken many of my videos and made them private. There was this one day where I just like was scrolling through my videos and I'm like, so many of these I think are so dumb. I hate them. And I don't feel like just having them out there for public consumption anymore because I don't like them. And so I made a bunch of them private. So, you know, there's still a bunch of the past ones that I made that I think are fine, that I'm not embarrassed of. I don't mind having them be public, but I've taken some of them down. It crossed my mind, like at times when I thought I'm gonna, you know, I've gone back and forth, should I be completely done or not with this? And there's times when I thought I really just don't even want this on my mind anymore. And in that case, it's tempting to just take down all my videos, just so that I'm not like tempted to just keep re-engaging with it. But I think I've just got a much healthier relationship with the whole thing now. I've taken videos down that I don't like. I only make videos on rare occasions when I just feel like it, and that tends to be not very often, like something like once a month. So even though this is the second video I'm making today, but I just kind of felt like doing another one while I just did the, you know, anyway. All right, so those are all the questions. Yeah, I like when Richard McCook does this. It's fun to ponder and reflect and share my 2 cents. Okay, thanks. So long.